A senior advocate of Nigeria, Paul Ananaba. He joins us from our Abuja studios. I want to thank you so much indeed for coming to us at this time. Let me get your thoughts. When you heard this, what was your immediate reactions, the allegations against the CJN, and particularly the trial, which is expected to begin on Monday?
Well, the first is that it comes as a concern and a shock. If you realize that the CJN is not just a judicial officer, but the head of the judiciary. We didn't hear much about any antecedent of this. And if what the charges as you put up and as we've seen in the social media is correct, that the petition was written on the 7th and that it was received by the Code of Conduct on the 9th, and by the 10th there's a charge. Then it gives a bit worry to people like people of legal minds. Well, what are we talking about? The issue is not about, as I heard a brother speak a few minutes ago, whether there is rule of law or not. This question is, we have passed through this road before. The judgment of the Court of Appeal in Justice Ngajiwa's case is very clear, that a serving judicial officer cannot be prosecuted in this manner. The Constitution provides for what should be done for in the event a judicial officer is erring. And the position is that the matter should be reported to NJC, and then NJC will make appropriate recommendations and all that. And then prosecution, investigation by agencies can take place. So the further worry about it is that we are very close to very vital elections. And one of those elections will be presidential election. And the CJN is the CJN that has the powers to oversee and appoint panels and all that for in the event there's a presidential election petition. So you asked me what were my reactions. All these came to my mind, and I was a bit worried that that is happening now. So what I'm saying is that the timing, the due process by the Constitution, and one of the early elementary principles of law is that it is what the courts say that is the law, not just what the legislator had done by way of acts of parliament or laws that is the law. It is the interpretation given to those laws that is the law. And that interpretation will be done by the judiciary. And in this instance, the Court of Appeal decision on Justice Nganjiwa is very clear. I think that some degree of rethink should be done on this, so that nobody's above the law. There's no immunity.
If you allow me to interject, just so I can
Yes.
get some more questions across to you.
Yes.
The chairman of the Presidential
Yes.
Advisory Committee, Professor Issa Sage,
Yes.
said that no one is above the law, really, even though there is
Yes.
this is just...
I agree.
These are just charges that have been read to the CJN. He says that
Yes.
no one is above the law. Shouldn't the Code of Conduct Bureau, Tribunal, or the Bureau itself, still carry on with its work?
No, I'm not saying they shouldn't carry on with their work. But we are talking about the Chief Justice of the Federation. That's the point I'm making. And I'm saying that if this was done before the Court of Appeal decision in Justice Nganjiwa's case, then it can be understood. But if the law as of today is that a judicial officer, not even the CJN, any judicial officer you want to prosecute, you will have to report that judicial officer first to NJC. That is the position of our Constitution as interpreted in Justice Nganjiwa's case. If that is the case, I will believe that my brother said Professor Sage will look at that position of the law, that judicial interpretation. Now, rule of law is rule of law according to the law and constitution of the country. And as it is today, that is how a judicial officer can be prosecuted or proceeded against. And in Justice Ngajiwa's case, the Court of Appeal said that it is that position is the glory and cover of the judicial officer, so that people who are frivolous or unserious-minded will not heap all kinds of charges against judges. And remember, there is need for the independence of the judiciary, for both the elections to be sacrosanct.